First the wind-up.
Good afternoon, Mr. Matthews. I trust you're feeling better?
Then the pitch.
It seems we have a situation.
I know why I'm here, you smug fuck. You mean the rolling blackouts?
No, Mr. Matthews, the grid should reset soon. Don't you worry about that.
Don't worry. The state is in crisis. Shit, the whole country sucks power like you on preteen dick. But you're going to tell me we have bigger concerns? Is that what you're going to say?
We have bigger concerns. There are those who say that everything happens for a reason. That each action is like a stone. Each stone is hurled into the cosmic ocean, making the smallest of ripples to its boundaries, only to return as great waves of reaction. Some would call this karma. I tend to call it something else. Socialist New Age bullshit. Men are responsible for themselves, Mr. Matthews. Their actions are felt by their peers and judged by those in authority. Judgments can reward the deserving man or punish a guilty one.
Here it comes. I've got the cigarette, don't even need the blindfold. I see.
I'm not sure that you do, Mr. Matthews. Miss Telfer?
Yes, Mr. Palmer.
Could you please instruct maintenance to put the boardroom on the auxiliary line for the rest of the afternoon?
Yes, Mr. Palmer.
And Miss Telfer,
Yes, Mr. Palmer.
do you have the rest of Mr. Matthews' paperwork processed?
Yes, Mr. Palmer. And maintenance is switching you now, Mr. Palmer.
Thank you, Miss Telfer. We're here to discuss your future at Biocom, Mr. Matthews. That is why you are here. That is why your file is in front of you. And that is why, before we proceed any further, you are going to extinguish that cigarette. I don't tolerate distractions, Mr. Matthews.
Yes, sir. What about your pinstripe suit? Or your chump comb-over? Now those are distractions.
Do you like working for us, Mr. Matthews? Does the job satisfy you?
About as much as your mom did last night. Sure. No complaints?
I find that hard to believe, Mr. Matthews. Just look at your file. 15 sick days, 10 mental health days, 260 vacation hours, 4 weddings, 2 funerals. And last December, you took it upon yourself to celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah. Care to explain?
So I like keeping my options open. So I want a life. Stop toying with me, asshole. Pull the fucking trigger. It was a tough period. I was having a crisis of faith.
The worst kind of crisis, Mr. Matthews. The very worst kind. I can sympathize. When the executives met to discuss staff reviews in the spring, imagine my shock at these discoveries. Not just the absences, Mr. Matthews, but the records of illegal material on your office computer. Pirated software, copyright violations, media of a sexual nature. And then there are the accounts of your more industrious activities. A crisis of faith indeed.
That's it, I'm fucked. TechServe shafted me. Management's been spying. Bet some code monkeys ratted on me. Now I'm being humiliated? You'll have me shovel up the shit in my cubicle barnyard stall and ship me to the glue factory? In front of everyone? Blacklisted, broke, ass-raped on severance? Homeless? Oh god. Chest hurts. Can't breathe. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing for you to say, Mr. Matthews. You're being promoted.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
It's the only reasonable course of action. These maverick behaviors from such a talented young man are the signs of an unchallenged mind. You are a pivotal contributor, with your recent work on tracking and tagging applications setting a shining example.
This isn't real. I can see the whole picture, but the edges are grainy. I can hear all the words, but they are hollow, submerged. I can feel my blood in trickles and rushes on veiny highways, pooling in my feet. I smell salt and electricity. Thanks.
Biocom rewards excellence, Mr. Matthews. That is why we achieve it. Ms. Telfer has your salary and benefits particulars. I think you'll be pleased. And here is your first assignment.
I see the project's name, Lear Spec Silo, and the location typed underneath, and I shudder. I'm 12 years old, a stupid kid who skips 2 grades straight into high school. I should be happy, but I want to vomit. But that means I'll be working off-site? There?
Biocom has a budding partnership with the client. You will supervise modifications to the wet versions of our systems as outlined in the provided brief. The client, in turn, will assist in the final stages of our satellite network operation. By next spring, every city, town, village, and outpost, every mountaintop, marshland, ice cap, and desert plain will be blanketed by our network. Imagine. No children ignorant of the future. No man in morbid isolation. The zenith of techno-cultural synergy. Do you see the painting on the wall behind me, Mr. Matthews? It depicts an otherworldly emissary announcing the coming of a savior. Biocom is raising the trumpet, Mr. Matthews. And when it blares, a new world will emerge. And a better day will be there to greet us.